Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Mike Nardi here. So today it's nearing the end of 2021, and I thought I'd make a really short video talking to you guys about some of the key things I've learned over this past year. Because honestly, the last 12 months have been pretty crazy. It's been a crazy year, but it's also been one where I feel like I've progressed a lot and also learned a lot. So I'm hoping that by sharing with you what I've learned and some of the things that I've progressed or improved on, it might help you get some perspective, to be happier, maybe to make a little bit more money, or straight up just to provide you with a couple of minutes of entertainment today. So I really hope you enjoy it. So the first really important thing that I learned this year was to find things that you enjoy doing that stimulate both your mind and your body that are not side hustle or work related. So since the pandemic started, I've found that it can be super easy to fall into a pattern of really just becoming hyper focused on a side project, side hustle, or business you're running. That's really what happened to me. But burnout is a real thing, and I found that by being very conscious and intentional about filling my days with things that I enjoy, hanging out with friends, going for walks, hanging out with loved ones, doing things that I love doing really helps me have a sense of well-being and helps me prevent burnout, and it could help you do the same. The second thing I've learned, and this one is a cool one, is that the path becomes a lot clearer once you start walking down it. So as a lot of you know, over the past couple years, I've had a lot of stuff going on. YouTube, my copywriting business, my website, my newsletter, my Discord server, partnerships with brands. I have a lot of things going on, and through talking with some of my friends who are just getting started down the path of doing a side hustle, I've come to realize that, and I was like this too before I started, that people are reluctant to start. People overplan, they worry, they think it's going to be hard, they think if they don't have experience they're not going to do it, they're going to fail. People will find a million and one reasons to prolong the amount of time it's going to take to start going down a path or a journey to do something new. But what I've realized is that once you start just doing it, taking that first step, you don't know what you don't know. You're going to learn as you go, and the path becomes clearer towards whatever your goal is or what you're doing once you start doing it. I have one friend, for example, just started a YouTube channel. He took 3 months to try to plan for everything, but the reality is you can't plan for everything when you have no clue what everything is. You got to just start going down the path if that's something you want to do. And once you do, it gets a lot easier. So that's number two. The path becomes a lot easier once you start going down it. So if you have something that you have in mind that you want to do, start working towards it. It will get easier. This third one was especially relevant for me. It's that exercise cannot be compromised. I'll be totally honest, over the past year and a half, my fitness went on a bit of a hiatus during the pandemic. Lockdowns aside, I was really focusing on my side hustles and really just didn't have the motivation or the drive to go to the gym. I started feeling overworked, unhealthy, anxious even, but I turned that around, and over the last 4 months, I've been going to the gym about 3 to 4 times a week. And let me tell you, exercise improves a lot of stuff. My productivity has gone up, I'm feeling happier, I'm feeling less anxious, I'm able to sleep better. So what I've learned over the past year is you cannot compromise on exercise. You gotta find time to do it a couple, 3, 4, 5 times a week, however often you can go, but it has a lot of positive benefits other than just looking and feeling great. So don't compromise on exercise. That's another one that I learned. The fourth thing I've really come to understand over the past year is to enjoy the journey and not rush things. So from my personal experience running this YouTube channel, I'm not proud to say it, but you can get addicted to, obsessing over statistics and metrics and having it in your mind that things are going to get a lot better when this happens, or life is going to be so good when I get to 100,000 subscribers. I feel like that mindset is kind of toxic because it almost makes the process of getting to those goals a little bit monotonous, a little bit more work-like, a lot more stressful, and you just stop enjoying the journey. So one thing that I found really helps and has made the whole journey a lot more fun is to talk to people about it and really relish in every moment. So one thing I've done that's been, really helpful for me with this YouTube channel is I talk to people about it. People interested in starting YouTube channels. I talk about how fun it was to get from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 to 10,000. I give them tips. It is a journey, and there's no point in rushing it, because as you progress through that journey, you're picking up skills that are going to help you succeed as you advance. So that's this one. Don't rush it and enjoy the journey. It's going to help. And the fifth thing I've learned over this past year, and this is one that I think affects everyone, is to not be afraid to try new things and break out of your routine. So take this YouTube channel as my example. Over the past 2 years, I've mainly focused on content in the 5 to 10 minute range, and it's been working pretty well. A little while ago, my girlfriend suggested, hey, why don't you start doing like 30, 40 minute tutorials? I think it'd be really helpful. At first, I was reluctant. Were people gonna watch them? Was YouTube gonna penalize me because long form content doesn't have the same viewership engagement metrics? I was worried for all of these different reasons. But I eventually did it, and I was happy I did. Long form content seems to be something that people like, and if I didn't give it a shot, I would never know. Like, for example, I put out a practical copywriting course about a month ago now, and it's become one of my best performing videos of the year. And if I didn't try something new, I wouldn't have known that, and I wouldn't have realized the benefits. It's gained me like 1,000 subscribers so far. It's crazy. So yeah, those are 5 things that I've learned over this past year that I think are gonna really help me in 2022 and even progressing beyond. But I wanna hear from you. Do you think that any of this perspective or things that I mentioned might be helpful in your lives? If you do, or if you have questions, leave me a comment. I'd be happy to chat with you about it. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers.